Good evening, everyone. I'll try once more. Good evening. I think I did not hear properly. I think I'm a bit deaf. I've gotten old. That's what I was told by my friends. So I'll give one more try. Give it all. Good evening. Perfect. Welcome to the 2023 International Red Carpet Awards of GovHack. This evening, we gathered on the lands of Turabula peoples. I would like to acknowledge them as the traditional custodians of the lands on which we find ourselves today. I pay my respects to elders past and present and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and their ongoing culture and connection to the lands, waters of Australia. I acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. I am Harshita Rajshekara, the chair of GovHack and also your MC for tonight. Jason told me, Harshita, you got to add some interesting facts about yourself because the other MC, he couldn't be here because his father was unwell. So you got to make sure that you come across very interesting. So then I sat and I thought about it, and I think almost for 1 hour of thinking, and I realized that I'm not so much interesting person. But I want to make sure that I come across interesting. So I thought about it, and I thought I should talk about my hobbies. So only one hobby that I have is I run marathons, mostly half marathons. A lot of my cousins think that I'm crazy. They say that, Harshita, you're running to meet whom? So I said that I run from point A to point B. They said that, who is at point B? I said that nobody is at point B. So you run meaninglessly. I was like a bit confused. So then I thought about it. So I need to find out my why. So for anything, I need to add my why so I come across as a smart person. So then I realized that after started running marathons, I've become good at running away from my problems as well. So I realized it's a life skill. So if you guys are thinking, give it a name of a fitness and everything, but it helps you to run away from problems. So other than running marathons, I'm an electrical and electronics engineer and also an MBA, and I work as a technology project manager. And I used to be a developer, and I was told I was not so good developer as was, but I don't say that one often. Moving on, GovHack would not be possible without the support of international, national, state, and local sponsors. Through your contribution, all our events remain entirely free for everyone to attend and inclusive of all. We are ageless, diverse, and accessible. Pretty much anybody can take part in GovHack. That's one of our core values as well, making sure that we include everyone. Our sponsor for this year starts with tonight's International Red Carpet Award sponsors, who are the City of Moreton Bay and the University of the Sunshine Coast. Infosys for the 6th year as the lead international sponsor. Thank you so much, Infosys. The Australian national sponsors are the Australian Taxation Office, IP Australia, National Fleet Data Hub, Department of Employment and Workplace Relations, Quantium, and Matt Watt. The Australian Computer Society is the Australian national partner as well. Our Eritora New Zealand national sponsors are Trimble, Archen Digital, the University of Auckland, Queensland's Questional Research Labs, Backhouse, Yeti Tech, and T. Fukanga. In Queensland, our sponsors and partners are Brisbane City Council, City of Moreton Bay, Sunshine Coast Council, Unity Water, University of Sunshine Coast, University of Queensland, Innovate Moreton Bay, and Silicon Coast. I was so scared to miss out anybody. These are sponsors. I better get them correct. Today we have got a few special guests. From the City of Moreton Bay, we welcome the councillors Carl Winchester. Can we give a round of applause for Carl? Mark Booth, Yuan Barlow, Sandra Ruck, Dr. Omer Yazdani, who's the Chief Data Officer of University of the Sunshine Coast, Mod Prakash Nidhi from Senior Director, Client Relations, APAC, Infosys. Please give them a round of applause. So before we get started, Jason told me to do housekeeping. And I said that, Jason, this is an opportunity for me to prove my intelligence. So I wrote some dad jokes. So how about I start with the first dad joke question. If anybody knows, they're going to put their hand up, and I'm going to pick who's going to answer. What do you call a boat full of buddies? What do you call a boat full of buddies? There you go. Smart people are here. Friendship. Perfect. Let's start with a note of friendship. So to get started, we have a bit of housekeeping to go through. In the event of an evacuation, the emergency exit is the back of this auditorium, and via the entry door, you came through this evening near the reception desk. So what I'm going to do is I try to understand that one so that I can explain you guys better, but I realized I better follow Jason. So I follow Jason, you guys follow me, so we all will be safe. There will be no hurry-burry as well. So the bathrooms are located past the Meet the Makers space on the right. That's the only thing I came to know coming up early. We will be having a 40-minute intermission after the presentation just before 8 p.m. During this time, we will have further food and drinks, and also Meet the Maker display will continue. So, okay, now some interesting stuff. GovHack is more than just an open data competition. It's about connecting talented people who do clever things with government data. GovHack demonstrates the value of data to governments and fosters an entrepreneurial ecosystem across Australia. With 18 physical locations across Australia and New Zealand, a digital event for each jurisdiction with 190 projects were entered this year, with a total of 672 competitors submitting their projects. Tonight, we have 15 teams displaying their projects as Meet the Makers from across Australia, and 37 teams represented here in this evening. It's a fantastic opportunity for the teams to demonstrate their talent and skill. I hope many of you had a chance to check these talented makers. How many of you got a chance to meet them? Put your hand up. That's fine. We've got the break as well. So next one, after the break, when I ask, everyone should put both the hands up. So which means that you've done a good job there. For those who are joining online, you can find their project pages on Hackerspace on the website of 2023.hackerspace.govhack.org. Please join me in thanking the teams who have brought their concepts tonight. This year again, we welcomed many newcomers to the competition and myriad of clever hackers that demonstrate clearly to judges and observers alike the awesome and inventive nature of Australian and New Zealand civic hackers community. A massive heartfelt thank you to all the volunteers who have put their time, energy, and hearts into making each and every GovHack event awesome. I know you're desperately waiting to hear how your teams fared in the international and national competition. But first, let's hear from some special guests who are here to show their support for GovHack. The city of Moreton Bay has a long-term sponsors for the competition here in Queensland. This year, in addition to officially becoming a city, previously Moreton Bay region, they are one of the 2 International Red Carpet Award sponsors. It has been great to see both the local talent that is here. A few of their projects are out in the Meet the Makers as well. So we're going to watch it.
Going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm going up. With everything that holds me down. Looking on the city lights, blessing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I this will live inside, and there's no need to hide. I'm going all the way up. With everything that holds me down. Be there if you need to know. I believe that we can grow.
I want to move to Moreton Bay. Sunshine, food. I need to think about it now. Cool. So we will now welcome to the stage the councillor, Carl Winchester from the city of. Please welcome Carl.
There you go. Thank you very much for that welcome. Welcome to be back here again. I'd like to recognise the special guests that were mentioned earlier, including my colleagues in Council, Councillor Yvonne Barlow, Councillor Sandra Ruck and Councillor Mark Booth, as well as recognise Karen from UniSC and Catherine from Unity Water, close colleagues of ours working in this part of the world. I'd like to particularly extend gratitude on behalf of us at the City for picking the City of Moreton Bay as the location for this prestigious event. It's definitely something that we're all aspiring to here in the region, or the city. We are a population of 500,000 people, so the third largest council in all of Australia by population, and with projections currently before us, we're going to extend up to 800,000 by 2046, which in other words is about 240 people a week, an additional 90 dwellings that we're required to build per week for the next 25 years. So not a small challenge, something that we're definitely setting our minds to as councillors. But one thing that we do particularly well as councillors is to try and surround ourselves with people who are far smarter than us to help us overcome these challenges, which is a reason why we support things like GovHack, but also why we've worked with UniSC to bring about this campus here. I come from the Redcliffe Peninsula. When I went to university, it wasn't a place that looked like this at all. This is very much state-of-the-art technology. We had one of those old OHT sort of projectors at the front, and that was about it. You used to carry your readings on public transport heading into town, which was a long distance for us. So to have a university like this on our doorstep is making a terrific difference, particularly when we see some statistics from not that long ago around the number of people in our region who came from a family with no tertiary education or access to that sort of information and knowledge as well. So it's great for us to have a facility like this on site. It's also spectacular for us to be able to co-host, to sponsor and to have GovHack here in our city and the awards here tonight. We've had a look around at some of the demonstrations, the displays that you've had here. Great innovative ideas for the future. Exactly the sorts of things that we need to be doing. In the city of Moreton Bay, we've been doing our bit in innovation. We've been adapting with technological change by utilising things like the cameras in all of our waste transfer vehicles that do all the roadside bin collections, and using that footage, backing it up with AI learning. Look, I'm not as technologically advanced as you guys. When I was at high school, we were learning about human-computer interaction. Now I'm learning about all these other types of technology and understanding it now. But using AI learning, we're able to identify faults in our road network far faster than we would have in the past, saving us millions of dollars in our budget by getting out in advance of those problems really exacerbating and getting work done in that way. We're also able to undertake things like remotely monitoring our water levels at sites across our region, planning for bushfires, for disaster management, but also the impacts of what we're seeing with changing in climate and erratic natures of that as well. So planning for the future and our assets going forward. I will keep it brief because I know there's a number of teams here who want to see who won and what the awards are. So I'll leave it at that. But I would like to thank everyone for their participation in the GovHack 2023. Look forward to seeing the awards that come together, but also another big congratulations, not just to the participants, the sponsors who have made this event possible, and all the volunteers who work behind the scenes to bring this together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carl. We appreciate the many years of sponsorship and support of the Council and hope we can continue this into the future. Thanks. So we're also delighted to thank the University of the Sunshine Coast, the venue we are at this evening, for being the second International Red Carpet Award sponsors. The university has been a long-standing event location sponsors in Queensland, providing both this, the Moreton Bay campus, and the Sunshine Coast campus as well. I would now like to warmly welcome Dr. Omar Yazdani, the Chief Data Officer of the University of Sunshine Coast, to the stage. Please welcome Omar.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here, and may I, on behalf of the University of the Sunshine Coast, welcome you all to the Moreton Bay campus. We're thrilled to be hosting this event on our campus, the newest of 5 campus locations that we have as part of our university. As you might know, the Moreton Bay campus was officially opened in March 2020. And as you can see in this building, really what was crafted here is every service that you could want in a university under one roof. Really quite a clever and amazing design of this building, being the first and anchor construction to start off this campus, and you can see a lot more going on in completion on the near horizon for the other parts of this great facility. I think as a new campus for the university, it opens up a lot of amazing opportunities for us. But I think in terms of opportunity for us, really what we aim to do as an institution is to provide opportunity to others. A university, since it opened in 1996, has provided opportunity for a great number of people. So since we've opened, 38,000 students have graduated from the University of the Sunshine Coast. And I think that's a testament to what this university has been able to do, partnership with its communities, all of those people who have walked in the door here and out, skills, knowledge, qualifications that they need to realize their aspirations is what makes us proud of being city that we are, and also proud of being able to partner with you and celebrate in your success. I think in a lot of ways, universities are institutions for change, to change people's lives, change the community, change industries, to think about what we're doing, society, to have a clear eye on sustainability, what a difference we can make. So in my role as Chief Data Officer at the University of the Sunshine Coast, it is really about that. It's about decision making. It's about evidence-based decision making, of course. About how we use data responsibly. In terms of our approach to data and analytics, it comes in 2 equal parts. First part is responsible management use of data and information, and the other equal part is essentially doing cool stuff with data, leveraging strategic value of data and information. The reason why I'd say these are 2 equally important parts, certainly for my job and anyone in this room who's working with data and information, which is probably all of you, is because we can't just unlock data to everybody with unfettered access. It would cause great harm, catastrophic harm really, While data is an amazing driver for change and opportunity in industry, in government, in not-for-profits, it's also one of the world's foremost security threats and risks. So we need to manage it responsibly. Equally, we can't lock all of our data and information away never to be seen again because it ceases to have any strategic value. So that's our approach, is to do these two things simultaneously, to responsibly manage and use data and information and to unlock its potential. When I was growing up as a kid in the 80s, when people were talking about ML, most of the time it was mullet length rather than machine learning. And mullets are cool again, which is weird. But I think the other thing that I'd like to think about my generation is it's certainly not the first generation of storytellers, but I'd like to think we kind of are a generation of storytellers. We couldn't just flick on Netflix. If you wanted to call your mate, you had to memorize their phone number. And if they weren't home, you'd have to leave a note on the fridge with them, which they might get 3 days later, and perhaps you'll get a return phone call. The internet not being, this ever-present capability is interesting to think about now, and I'm not that old. It makes me feel really old to say it, but actually that old, to remember that. So when I was a kid, we also listened to lots of stories. I heard lots of stories from my parents, and particularly my dad. And one of the things that he talked to us about was how he got to school, which for him, it meant walking across a train bridge in a northeastern rural area in Pakistan. And he would, before he went across this bridge, he'd put his ear down to the track, see if there were any vibrations, because it would have been a pretty bad outcome if he went across and a train came. So this journey was a kind of perilous one in a way, and also took a while. It was probably 2.5 years, the whole thing, get to school. Incredibly motivated to school. He probably would have got in a lot of trouble, but very motivated. So I think for him, the opportunity that was on the other side of that bridge was great opportunity through learning and knowledge and trial and error, certainly much greater than maybe what it would have been stayed at home. And I think that's what universities really are, metaphorically at least. They're like that bridge between having and realizing aspiration. That's what universities do. That's what we do with our data as well. We try and help people realize their aspirations. So I think that for me as well goes back to, well, what are we doing this for? To try and make a positive impact on people's lives. And I think in all of the things that you've done, you're doing the same. You don't have to be a university to be a learning organisation, government department, corporate, a private sector, not-for-profit. You can equally take part in being a learning organisation and doing innovation and realising these sorts of benefits in whatever walk of life you're in. So my congratulations in advance to everyone who will be winning an award tonight, and in any case, everyone who's participated in this fantastic initiative. Thank you for being on campus. I hope you really enjoy it, and thank you very much for being here. And if you want to stay in touch with us, feel free to get in touch with the University of the Sunshine Coast. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Omar. As with the city of Morton, we deeply appreciate the support and sponsorship we have shared over the years and look forward to working together again in the future. Infosys is our lead international sponsor, and this is now the 6th year in a row sponsoring GovHack. I think GovHack was, Infosys was sponsoring GovHacks when I was a student, when I was an MBA student. I want to mention the year and everything. The more details I give, my age is going to reveal. So I'm going to make sure that I'm just going to take the timelines of my speeches. The partnership gets stronger and stronger, more dynamic every year. And collectively, We are extremely proud of continued efforts and support from the Infosys team. We will now welcome to the stage Mod Prakash Nidhi, Senior Director, Client Relations, APAC at Infosys, to have a few words. Please welcome Prakash. Sorry.
Everyone. Let me introduce myself first. I represent Infosys today, and I am part of one of the business units, which is business process management, and I look after the Asia Pacific region for the company. A very warm welcome to you all to this GovHack International Red Carpet Award 2023 on behalf of the entire Infosys team. Infosys has been very, very focused about the ESG, and ESG has been the focus of this year's GovHack. Just to give you, we are here present in the buildings and all, but if you go to India, we have created large campuses to the size of 300 acres, 200 acres, all across the city. We have built this whole campus culture in the Indian IT industry. When the students, they come out from their universities, they basically do not feel any change. They basically continue their campus life. And these campuses have been completely green. So we plan to be zero carbon by 2030, but we have achieved that zero carbon neutrality by 2020, which is 10 years ahead of the time. So that's the kind of focus that we have on this environment, social, and the government collaboration. And all across the world, we are 340,000 employees all across the world, close to about 52 countries we have presence. And we collaborate with different universities, different governments in these programs, just like the GovHack program. So this has been a continuing journey for Infosys. Our founders, they have been what we call as the middle class growth story in the country. So our founders, 6 of them, they started this company with a borrowed money from their wives, 10,000 rupees at that point of time. I think it was about $300 at that point of time. From there, this company is now about $18 billion, and it's a big company. The important point that I want to highlight is within their lifetime, they're all alive right now. Within the last 40 years, they have created this company and they have given away to the public. 88% of the shares have been given away to the public. So it's all public. The founders only hold close to about 12% of their shares. So that's something which is the DNA of our company, giving away to the society, creating the value for the society. And this GovHack participation is basically testimony and part of the same philosophy that runs into our company. So I just wanted to give you a brief of the company works with the large corporate. That is what all companies, they have to work with large corporates to earn their money, to earn their profits, and to basically have the employees. But then a large part of this company is all about how do you create value for the society. So since 2018, I think this collaboration has been going on, and we have enabled about 4,000 participants across Australia and New Zealand. And our goal is to do this all across the world, about 10 million people to bring into the digital skills. And our CSR program in Australia, what we call as the Springboard, that is something which is enabling this digital enablement in Australia. So that Springboard has a learning platform. The learning platform is available for free to the Australian citizens, and this is all under the aegis of Springboard. And that's something which is part of the philosophy that I just spoke about. So while, and just to all the participants, those who have looked into the data, those who have come up with the solutions, while we have worked on the ideas, I encourage you all to look at the pathways and the opportunities to scale your ideas to the next level. Because Australia and New Zealand, in this ANZ region, there are so many, there are many companies who have actually started incubated as a startup, and they've actually grown and they've done really well. So look at your ideas, how these ideas can scale up, and how these ideas can create value, and that can basically lead to the scale up. That is something which is important advice from Infosys. That is what we do. We have a startup fund. We incubate these kind of ideas all across. In India, there is a big institution and framework that is all available. But with all the government, wherever we are present, we work in these kind of programs continuously. Now, let me play a small video. The GovHack hackathon that we run earlier this week, a week of a hackathon week that we had in our Melbourne office. There's a video that I'll just play, and that will give an idea of how the participants were entrenched and were supported by Infosys employees, as well as how they enjoyed the whole process of coming up with the solutions. So on that note, I want to wish you all the best. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and best of luck for the awards.
What I'm really excited about is our partnership and collaboration, which has been in 6th year running with GovHack. Problems that has been actually shared with GovHack this year, which is all around ESG, which is very close to Infosys' heart.
We're back at the Infosys Lab. This is our second year being at the Living Lab with renewed enthusiasm and much more participation. We're looking very good this year. GovHack is run throughout Australia and New Zealand, and we have a number of sponsors and partners to give the participants prompts to create something of value.
The Living Lab is a terrific room. It's a great venue. It's working really well for people, and we love it. It's great.
The ability to have a hackathon where the people around me also care about building products to benefit the community, we think is really powerful. We noticed a few challenges around cultural heritage. Maybe we can help people explore the place that they live in a way that they haven't done so before and learn a little bit more about that cultural heritage around them.
We're looking at Prov API, basically trying to remix that in different ways. Everyone's been really friendly, great food, just a really great environment for sort of learning and hacking away.
It's a very good opportunity to solve solutions to real world issues.
A really nice opportunity to work, collaborate with others.
You can work together, be creative, as well as learn new things with all the themes that have been given.
CSR program for Infosys here, we call it as Springboard. And the founding pillars for that is around education, around digital inclusion. And this is all falling under our ESG goals to digitally educate 10 million citizens around the globe. Infosys Living Lab is an ideal place. It's a great atmosphere here where we actually bring in the ecosystem partners to think about new solutions which will actually help either the government or the communities to solve ESG problems.
These videos from Infosys, their production is excellent. I got to say that. Thank you so much, Modi, for that engaging talk this evening. Having the Infosys leadership so involved with GovHack is a testament to our community that support and also the ESG focus as the key drivers of your business. Thank you so much, and it's greatly appreciated. And now it's time, the main part of the evening, where we would love to hear and cheer for celebrating the winners of GovHack 2023 International, Australian and Queensland Awards. Before we jump on to the award ceremony, I think I got one more last for this one, a dad question. What color is the wind? What color is the wind? Blue. Perfect, cool. Good to know there are smart people in the room. But done. So now there's a Now, there's a lot of awards to get through this evening. So let me explain how this will work. Jason has given me clear instructions, so I better follow that one. There are 3 parts for this evening. First, we are here in Moreton Bay, so we will announce the Queensland Region Awards. Then we will move on to Australian National Awards. And the final part is the International Challenge Awards. For each award, we will invite the sponsor to come up front the stage and present the award. We will announce the name of the award category and a little bit of short description. For each challenge, there may be multiple honorable mentions, runner-ups, and winners. In the case of multiple at the same level, we will be announcing them in the alphabetical order by project name. We will announce the teams who received the honorable mention first. When you hear your name, please come to the front to collect your certificates and your photo taken. We've got a photographer up and ready there. Perfect, cool. Finally, the award winner will be announced and all the team members are invited to come onto the stage and collect your awards and smile for a photo. Last time Jason was disappointed. Some of us were closed our eyes, half smiling, winking. So this time we're going to get a proper photo. Please let the photographer know that if you do not want your photograph to be taken, as there may be, these photos can be used in the future of GovHack for marketing and promotion purposes. So let's kick off the Queensland State Awards. So can I invite Ashish Shah, Strategic Asset Engineer Manager, Brisbane City Council, to the front of the stage to present the award for Brisbane City Council. So the first award, Brisbane City Council, the challenge was about enhancing the Brisbane experience for citizens, businesses, and visitors to the city. With the Brisbane being Australia's largest council by number of residents and large collection of open data, this challenge had a large area to explore. The question asked, how can we use the open data and creativity to enhance the Brisbane city experience? We have one runner-up for this challenge, and it goes to Brisbane Greater Than Connected by the team Data Whispers from Digital Queensland. Are they here? So the project aimed to harness available open and public data as much as possible by adopting graph data structure and model to existing Brisbane app. So we have the winner for this particular challenge is Civic Quest by Kronos from Digital Queensland. Please welcome Kronos team. Civic Quest is an innovative AI-powered app that transforms exploring your city into an exciting adventure game. The intelligent chatbot gets to know your personal interests and curates a customized urban quest based on your location, time constraints, and preferences. Congratulations, Kronos team. So next is the Brisbane City Community Preparedness Challenge. This has been sponsored by Brisbane City Council. Their challenge revolves around Brisbane City Council having a number of programs and websites with information to help prepare the community for different challenging times. They wanted to understand how prepared their residents and visitors are for these disruptive times. They asked, how can we use open and public data to understand communities' level of preparedness for disruption to inform council's response and recovery efforts? For this challenge, there is only one single winner, and the project is Brisbane Flood and Fires by DigiDux from Digital Queensland. So this project's application provides a system for finding the most susceptible communities and indicating the preparedness of these communities, primarily targeted towards council members to provide most effective assistance to communities which require it. The application allows the most vulnerable and susceptible communities to be identified, and also displaying the type of help they require to better prepare for natural hazards. Members of these community can also make use of the application to find the preparedness for their community, finding ways to personally improve their community's hazard presentations and connections. Congratulations, DigiDarks. That was the last challenge for the Brisbane City Council. Thank you so much, Ashish, for presenting the awards. So our next award presenter, we're moving on to the challenge for City of Moreton Bay. For this, I would like to welcome the councillor, Carl Winchester, back onto the stage to present these awards. So Moreton Bay being resilient in times of uncertainty challenge. This has been sponsored by City of Moreton Bay. The challenge relates to adverse weather conditions and how city can be resilient during these times. In the challenge, they asked, how might council be able to utilize their open data sets to assist community during climate change and significant weather events? And what opportunities also exist for these data sets to be used, enable and protect the community during the period of significant weather events? We've got an honorable mention. So that is WeatherWise by Team ORG, and they're from Perth and they're not present today. So we move on to the... Congratulations, WeatherWise. So moving on to the runners-up. So there are two runners-up for this challenge. We had a tie. So the first runner-up is Moreton Bay Evacuation Centre, Improvements and Ideas by the team Moreton Bay Climate Change and Resistance Group. And again, they're not present here. So we move on to the next runner-ups. The second runner-up is SEQ Prepare, Lucidity is Optional, Brisbane, Queensland. Please welcome the second runner-up. Their project is a custom solution designed to improve the disaster preparedness and response to the southeast Queensland. It has several features which include home-specific risk assessment, timely alert notification, customized action plans, council collaboration and emergency support. Congratulations, Lucidity is Optional team. So finally, the winner for this challenge is Project HazMap by the team Cheese, and they're from Moreton Bay, Queensland. So please welcome Cheese team. So Hazard Map is a sophisticated interactive mapping tool specifically designed to highlight potential flood-prone areas within the Moreton Bay region by integrating historical road floods records and data on nearby sandbag pickup zones. Congratulations, Team Cheese. I hope they find their way. Perfect. Yes, few more to go. Next award is Moreton Bay Greening as We Grow Challenge. It's sponsored by City of Moreton Bay. The challenge had participants looking at ways to create sustainable future and ways to protect the local flora and fauna. It asks, how might we harness the power of everyday citizen to help protect our diverse flora and fauna as we grow our region, creating a diverse and flourishing planet for generations to come. So we have two honorable mentions. The first one is Project Streamline by Team Eclipse from Moreton Bay, Queensland. So please welcome Eclipse. And the second honorable mention is for the project Tracking Flying Foxes by the team Delta Forces from Sunshine Coast, Queensland. Oops, careful, watch your steps, guys. So we have the runner-ups for the project Invasive Species Detection Application from Invasives. So please welcome the Invasives from Moreton Bay, Queensland. This team designed a project for identifying and recognizing invasive species by utilizing AI to distinguish them in pictures submitted by the public. And finally, we got the winners. I want to see some hooting, clapping, much more. I think, Jason, we should provide more food after the session. Yes, we need much more energy. Cool. So the final winner is the project Batwise by the team Batwise from Sunshine, Queensland. Please welcome team Batwise. So Batwise is an interactive platform drawing inspiration from dial before you dig concept. Batwise provides an interactive map which highlights flying fox protection areas on the Sunshine Coast. It is accessible to residents, developers, and the council. The app features urbanization policies and community engagement through reporting and benefits. Congratulations, team Batwise. So that concludes the challenges from the city of Moreton Bay. Thank you so much, Kar. We kept you a little busy. Thank you. So before we move on to the next award number 5, a quick and easy intelligence check-in once again. What kind of pizza did the pilot prefer? What kind of pizza did the pilot prefer? That might be when you become the pilot, for sure. Plain pizza. Moving on. The next one is governance, better use data challenge. And this particular challenge was sponsored by Sunshine Coast Council. The challenge looks at the flying fox roost survey. The data shows the population size, species, the location of flying foxes across over 40 sites and over 10 years of monitoring data. The challenge asks, how can we better utilize population data of urban flying foxes roosts to improve understanding their movement patterns, promote strategic conservation efforts, and inform management responses to reduce human-wildlife conflict. So we have an honorable mention. This is a single honorable mention for this challenge. Again, it is the project Tracking Flying Foxes from Delta Force, Sunshine Coast, Queensland. If you guys are wondering who's this beard man just hopped onto the stage, he's one of our board of director, Matt. We work closely on the board. So moving on to the runner-up. There's a single runner-up from the Project Batwise, from the team Batwise again, from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland. So please welcome Project Batwise. So some little bit more information. They have utilized the data sets from the Sunshine Coast Council, Moreton Bay Region Council, and the Q Spatial Data Hubs. And critically dating was derived from multitudes of variables, including species types, whether or not they are endangered, the presence of young foxes, total population, and regional ecosystem type. So congratulations, Batwise, once again. So, and the winner for the, can we have some drum rolls for the final winner? The project Flying Fox Population on the Sunshine Coast by the team Sustivators from Sunshine Coast, Queensland. Please welcome Sustivators. So this project proposes an informative online platform that creation of green buffer zones and the strategic translocation of flying foxes. So congratulations, Sustivators. Thank you so much, Matt, for presenting the award on behalf of Sunshine Coast Council. Next, we have the final Queensland challenge, which is from Unity Water. For this, I would like to welcome Catherine G, Executive Manager, Customer and Community, to the stage to present this award. Please welcome Catherine onto the stage. Driving a Better Way Forward Challenge, sponsored by Unity Water. This challenge looks at how far they travel as an organization. Unity Water travels over 3.9 million kilometers each year, maintaining water and wastewater services for our region. The challenge asks, how might we use their vehicle data to benefit the people, planet, and productivity in the future? How might we improve our commitment to environmental sustainability, simplified work practices, and people safety using vehicle data? So we have honorable mention. There are 3 honorable mention. First one is the project Reducing Vehicle Idling Time, a Better Way Towards Carbon Neutral by Fantastic 5, Moreton Bay. Please welcome Fantastic 5. Looks like we got only Fantastic 1 today. That's okay. Congratulations, fantastic. 5. The second honorable mention is servicing by the team odometer operators by Moreton Bay, Queensland. So please welcome odometer operators. Cool. Looks like we don't have anyone present for that particular from the team. Moving on, we have the honorable mention. The third and the final honorable mention goes to the project Waterwise Unity Water Reducing Emissions by the team Waterwise Unity Water from Sunshine Coast, Queensland. Actually, for the next winner, the Unity Water liked the next 2 of the projects. So there are 2 winners for this particular challenge. So let's give a little bit of a drum roll first to start with. The project H2O Optimize, Driving Data, Steering Sustainability by H2O Optimize from Sunshine Coast. So H2O Optimize is dedicated to devising strategies that effectively reduce emissions by minimizing idle durations. Through their integrated application platform designed for employees, they have introduced a reward system for contingent upon the reduction of carbon emissions. This innovative approach aims to inspire the reduction in unnecessary idling instances, fostering the culture of heightened environmental consciousness. And the first award is for the Project Rapid from the team Drop BS from Australia, from Moreton Bay. So by analyzing Unity Water's June 2023 vehicles telemetry data, the team has discovered alarming inefficiencies in dispatch methods. Employing mathematical techniques, specifically K-means clustering, the project strategically divides the operational zones, achieving remarkable 45% reduction in average incident response. This data-driven approach, utilizing 5 clusters, not only optimized response, but also significantly cut costs, demonstrating a profound impact on Unity Water's operations in North Brisbane. Congratulations, H2O Optimize, Drop Beers from Australia team. Thank you so much, Catherine, for presenting this award, and we really appreciate your continued support in Queensland. Thank you so much. This concludes the Queensland State Awards. With this, we will now move directly into Australian National Awards. Who's ready for this? I think, Jason, we should really need to feed them well. How about, I think I'll go with a little bit of a dad question. This should be the easy one. This should be, I think everyone should shout out this answer. What do you call a factory that makes okay products? Perfect, satisfactory. Cool. So moving forward, we are open to participants from all Australia to enter. So they were sponsored by our national agencies, nationwide corporate sponsors. So the award presenter The first of our Australian national challenge are from the National Freight Data Hub. For this, I would like to invite Tammy Cunningham, the Assistant Director at Department of Infrastructure, Transport, Region Development, Communication, and the Arts to present these awards. So please welcome Tammy. Identifying possible domestic freight routes across different modes of transport challenge. This is sponsored by National Freight Data Hub. This challenge asks teams to determine the most efficient way to move freight around Australia using average speed of trucks and trains. An intermodal train can load 100 to 150 shipping containers. Goods can only move between trucks and trains and seaports and intermodal terminals. They suggested using the Google Maps Places API to identify major manufacturer and distribution centers. There's single honorable mention for this challenge, and that goes to Project WebTrack delivery by the team 216 from the Hobart, Tasmania, but they're not present here. But we can quickly move on to... I think I'm really not good at appreciating people who have not turned up today. I think I need to keep an eye on that myself. So the runners-up for this is Australia's shift to H2 freight by Hydra from Adelaide, South Australia. Australia's shift to H2 freight presents an interactive visualization of Australia's freight network through the lens of a transition of hydrogen fuels. It uses NFDH datasets, including freight vehicle congestions and national key freight route maps, combined with some listed assumptions and metrics. The visualization includes map displays of geospatial data, graphs, metrics, and input to allow adjustment to the assumptions. And now we have the final winner. The final winner for this challenge, drumroll, is Project Open Freight by the team Control Alt Elite by Sydney, New South Wales. I was about to read as Control Alt Delete, Control Alt Elite.
You're not the
So this project consisted of 3 different stages. This project consisted of 3 different stages: data collection, data analysis, and data visualization. The analysis of traffic demand patterns. Their mission was to open source the freight data, equipping freight operators with the essential information and tools they need to collaborate effectively to optimize their routes. Congratulations, Control Alt Elite. So the next award is for exploring relationship between industry and population in Regional Australia Challenge, again sponsored by National Freight Data Hub. This challenge explores regional livability. It is influenced by the diversity of stability of local industry. People need to employment to stay and be attracted to move to the regional Australia. Businesses and industry adjust with the market interest. But how does this affect the local population? Do they adjust too? So we have 2 honorable mention for this particular challenge. The first one, they're not present, but we're still going to give applaud for them. It is Opportunity Connect by the team Data Dynamos family from Liverpool, New South Wales. We've got the second honorable mention, they're also not present. The Project Tapestry by the team Data Revolution by Adelaide, South Australia. We have 1 runner-up for this particular challenge, and it is Project Kurupira from 4 Musketeers. So please welcome 4 Musketeers. Again, we've got 1 Musketeer here, but it's okay. We can do with it. We really need to watch out when we put the team names now. So this project looks at people migrating to South Australia and different reasons that they do. Some of cheaper living conditions, some for buying a house, and some for getting a permanent residency. Overall, as a regional area, South Australia struggles to compete with the rival states. Congratulations to the team. So the final winner and the winner of this challenge is the project Community Needs Navigator from Millennial Snowflakes from Digital Victoria. So please welcome Millennial Snowflake. So Community Needs Navigator CNN is a tool to assist government and charities to allocate resources to the areas that needs the most. CNN leverages ABS and Regional Data Hub, the data to segment the Australian population into 9 distinct groups which differ in terms of age, household income, socio-economic status, cultural background, and more. These groups can be used to identify areas in need quickly and efficiently. So congratulations, Team Millennial Snowflake. So the next award is Measuring Fright Performances Across Modes Through Universal Metric Challenge. Again, sponsored by National Fright Data Hub. The challenge looks after Australia's domestic fright demand, which is increased significantly over the last 4 decades and continues to grow. With this growth, knowing what, where, and how fright is moving is very essential. How can we help the fright sector across government and industry to come up with ways to design metrics that are interoperable across all modes to measure performances? The honorable mention, they're not here today, but we're still going to applaud them. The project Fright Hub from AMNSA, Burwood, Victoria. So the runners-up, once again, it is Open Fright by the team Control Alt Elite from Sydney, New South Wales. So please welcome Control Alt Elite. They made a very interactive map that displays major manufacturers' distribution centers. Along with providing graphs and charts that summary keys insights such as the busiest routes used by the trucks, trains, and the locations of critical points in Australian freight network. Congratulations, Control Delete. Before we announce the final winner, let's have a drum roll. So the final winner is Australia's shift to H2 Fright by Hydra from Adelaide, South Australia. We heard a bit about this project earlier, so here's some little bit more info. The project goal is to empower decision makers to analyze the impact of hydrogen adoption, hydrogen generation, and the commodity demand of freight industry metrics, and especially carbon emissions. Congratulations, Team Hydra. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thanks for all the support from the National Freight Data Hub for GovHack from the last 2 years. So the next, we have the last challenge for this half of the ceremony. This will be the challenge from Australian Taxation Office. So before we jump on, I'm going to do a quick intelligent check-in. What does a house wear? What does a house wear? No. What does a house wear? Address. Address. A house will wear a dress and address. 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 To present this award, can I request Marek Rasinski, Deputy Commissioner, Smarter Data Program, and he has recorded the announcement. So I invite Matthew Watt back onto the stage to present the award on behalf of ATO. So this award focuses on helping women to succeed financially challenged. So sponsored by Australian Taxation Office. This challenge looks at making it easier to identify which industries women are predominantly employed and understanding how this compares to their financial outcomes. It might be income sources and the amounts and also the superannuation. Across the time, geographic location can highlight where the target programs to improve their participation in higher paid industries and their financial well-being. The challenge asks, how can financial outcomes for women be improved through increasing diversity and inclusion across industries? Let me now hand over to Marek on the video to make the announcement. So we have the video from Marek.
Hello, my name is Marek Kuczynski. I'm the Deputy and Data Program. So all things to do with data analytics. And therefore, I have very much a vested interest in regards to the GovHack and the activities and the outcomes, and I guess the considerations and the fun that the participants have had in this contest. It really relates to the key purpose of ATO, and that is really to make sure that we do contribute to the economic and social well-being of Australian community overall. But it also needs to be balanced and tempered in the context of how we use data to achieve that. We hold vast amounts of data in ATO, but we also have to be very, very precise and purposeful and ethical in regards to how we utilize data to further those aims. So in that context, we focused our challenge on how financial outcomes for women can be improved through increasing diversity and inclusion across industries. And this is a very key topic for us because we actually want to use data in more innovative and more unusual ways vis-a-vis what we do day to day. So I think that's a great opportunity here. We've got good data in regards to this. It links up to our purpose. And obviously, it underlines our commitment to diversity and inclusion in ATO. So I think it's a fantastic purpose, and I really want to congratulate to everyone before we go into the winners and runners up and so forth for participation and commitment to the cause. Thank you.
So we have got
So the first thing that I would like to cover and congratulate, of course, is to our honourable mention team, which is 11M. And the project they brought to bear in the context of this endeavor, which is She's Got It. So congratulations to 11M. You've obviously been recognized by the fantastic things that you've done, and really want to thank you for the time and your endeavors in this process. And now we're going to move to our runner-up category. So again, something and a team that came very, very close and got pipped to the post. But nevertheless, it is very, very important to congratulate Team Chamonix. I personally like the name because that's where I proposed to my wife a long time ago. So maybe there is some emotional attachment there. But obviously a beautiful, beautiful countryside in Alps. And the project they brought to bear was She Spectrum. So congratulations to Team Chamonix and the project. Thank you. And now to the most exciting part of this speech and session, which I'm sure all of you guys are looking forward to, and that is the announcement of the winner. Now, the winner this year is Team FTCC. I really want to know what that stands for, please. And the focus here on the project is closing the data gap.
Woohoo!
This really showed quite a lot of technical prowess, where the team combined the data to present a dashboard and visualization across different LGAs. And it showed how, what industries are more common, where people have higher or lower income. So it showed the disparity between the demographical data. And I think that shows, that obviously gives quite clear insight in regards to actions that could be taken, and obviously deeper understanding of the issues faced by women, and hopefully then link it to the policy changes to address this. The judging panel felt it was a very original entry, and obviously it also allowed us to leverage data from ATO in a very, very usable and relevant way. So congratulations to Team FTTC and the project closing the data gap. A well-deserved winner for this year, and really look forward to seeing how we can leverage that further going forward. So in closing, I would like to really reiterate my thanks to everybody involved in this endeavor this year. It is always really exciting to see how this comes together and how much passion comes out from the teams in regards to committing themselves to the cause, and really leveraging the data and analytics creatively to pursue those goals. It always is interesting how a specific focus generates a lot of creativity. So I think it really works well if that creativity innovation is challenged, but also channeled as well. So I think, we are very proud to support these activities, and ATO is obviously a long-standing sponsor of GovHack, and we want to continue our relationship because we feel it really aligns with our ambitions in regards to making data more democratized, making analytics more pervasive, and obviously driving data literacy across the community more widely, and really also demystifying some of the myths and complexities and fears that are sometimes associated with data and analysis, and most recently AI. So congratulations to the team, and really look forward to the next endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you to Marek for announcing these awards, and thanks, Matt, for presenting the award on behalf of ATO. And again, thank you, Marek, for all the support over so many years. We could have the video here.
The Australian Taxation Office is the Australian Government's principal revenue collection agency and administers Australia's tax system and significant aspects of Australia's superannuation system. We administer legislation governing tax, superannuation, and the Australian Business Registry services, and support the delivery of government benefits to the community. We use data, information, and insights to inform decision-making across everything we do and deliver value for clients and stakeholders.
If you unpack it, it means allowing ATO to collect the right data, make it available and accessible, and then obviously to make it actionable. It really revolves around making ATO more of a data-driven organization. So we make the right decisions, intelligence decisions, to make lives easier for our staff, but also make experiences more compelling and slicker for the broader community.
Our people are empowered to leverage data, analytics, artificial intelligence, and automation to deliver better client and staff experiences and business outcomes.
We have very large data sets. We definitely have the infrastructure and the tools to allow us to do our job in contemporary ways.
We definitely care about the work we do, 100%. More than that, we care about how it affects the general public and what we can do for them. I love the work I do. I love the people I work with.
Well done to all the teams so far. We are now at the halfway point and it's break time. So I want to make sure that in this break time, you all get fueled enough. So the next session, I'm not reminding anyone to clap hands or cheers and anything. You guys are going to come fueled in and do your job as an audience. Before that, a quick check-in once again. What do you call a man with rubber toes? Rubber toe. Oh, that's not a good dad joke, but it's okay. So see you all with in 20 minutes, so 10. In 40 minutes. Perfect. So 40 minutes, take this opportunity to speak to the Meet the Makers section. So see you all soon.
So what's it really like to work as an analytics professional and data scientist at Quantium? It's a mix between work, play, and everything in between. Analytics at Quantium isn't a single function or job family. It's federated across all our business functions. The types of analytics that we deliver across our clients is wide-ranging, including descriptive, predictive, and productionized solutions, while ensuring we build the foundational data skills in all our data scientists that help create the superstars of tomorrow.
As analytics professionals and data scientists at Quantium, we break new ground every day. Here are just some of the ways we are breaking new ground with our clients and partners.
We work with many clients in the health and government space. One of my favorite parts is that we can apply advanced predictive algorithms for such high social impact clients. GBMs combine predictions of hundreds or even thousands of decision trees. This allows us to help them understand the drivers of their customers' and citizens' behavior and unlock untapped value on problems from product acquisition to fraud detection.
We have a deep understanding of the data we work with and how this represents real life. One example of this is applying adaptive sampling techniques to address SKUs that are inherent in customer loyalty programs.
Just recently, we built a GLM that enabled a motor insurer to understand the true savings of its preferred repairer network. The GLM enabled us to allow for differences in the complexity of each repairer's claims and understand the pure effect of preferred repairer savings.
Data and analytics at Quantium is like the blood running through our veins. And if data and analytics is the blood, then the analytics community is the heart. The heart functions by the many parts that operate together. Our crowdsourcing model means we have hundreds of talented analysts and data scientists working on creating content, learning programs, and sharing knowledge across our global business. Come join the analytics community at Quantium to launch your career to the next level.
Back to this room. I hope none of you have left any of your laptops or any other valuable things outside. Perfect. Thank you. Cool. We have another couple of cool. Good, looks like Jason got it covered. Perfect. We have another couple of national awards to present, and then we'll move on to international awards. So to get started with this section, we are starting with IP Australia. So IP Australia could not be with us tonight. So I would invite our board director, Matt, again onto the stage to present on behalf of IP Australia. Thanks, Matt. The next award is for Diversity in IP Rights System Challenge, sponsored by IP Australia. This challenge looks at promoting diversity within IP rights system out of top applicants for patents, trademarks, and designs of IP Australia. How can we find out how many are female-led, have female friends hiring policies, or otherwise have positive gender sexual diversity policies, and what industries, technology are they active in? Honorable mention is Empower Her Diverse IP, IT, by the team Uni Hi-Fis from Melbourne, Victoria. They couldn't be with us. Let's have a round of applause for Hi-Fi. The runners-up once again from the project Cracking the IP Code, Gender, Industry and Innovation, Control Alt Elite from Sydney, New South Wales again. So cracking the IP code, gender and industry innovation utilities, a Power BI interactive dashboard that illuminate female-led contributions in Australia's IP landscape. Drawing insights from 2022 Australian IP Reports Chapter 7. The dashboards offers an interactive exploration of industry involvement and diversity growth over time, while spotlighting key female innovators. Through this project, users gain a holistic understanding of evolving role of diversity in Australia's innovative endeavors. Congratulations, Control Alt Elite. Sanjana reminded me to make sure that people carry their bags as well with them. So don't forget your envelopes, So make sure not only certificates, your bags and envelopes are collected as well. So drum roll for the winners for this section. It is Diversifying Innovation in Australia by Diversing Inventors by Melbourne, Victoria. So this project seeks to better understand women's representation in leading innovation in Australia and workplace conditions in innovative Australian organisation using a combination of IP Australia data, Workplace Gender Equality Agency data, Australian Taxation Office data. Key findings from the analysis are the top patent applicants are more likely to have a female CEOs than other patent applicants. Workplace condition in innovative organizations as progressive as the other organization. Congratulations, team. Thank you, Matt, for presenting the awards on behalf of IP Australia. Our next challenge is sponsored by Matt. What? So Matthew, sorry. Please come out to the stage once again. So the next set of awards is for Generative AI, Unleashing the Power of Open Data Challenge, sponsored by Matt Watt. This challenge looks at generative AI, exploring the potential of generative AI in conjunction with open data to empower communities and foster positive social impact. This challenge invites participants to leverage generative AI models to analyze and derive insights from open data sourced from government databases. So for this challenge, there are 3 honorable mentions to start with. That is Archive from the team Picture Perfect from Canberra. They couldn't be there. Another honorable mention is ArcVision, Banico family from Digital Victoria. They're also not present. So let's give them a round of applause now. The final honorable mention is for the project 2395 by Indigenous AI, Brisbane, Queensland. Congratulations, Indigenous AI. So the runners-up for this particular challenge is Project Australia's Shift to H2 Flight from the team Hydra from Adelaide. We heard about this project before the break as well, a little bit more. This project offers all-in-one platform that provides advanced metrics for tracking flight network performance, route optimization tools, fleet planning capabilities, and data insights using Flight GPT, an AI model for natural language interactions related to flight data. Congratulations, Hydra. Drum roll for this section winner is Influence AI from the team G2. From Digital New South Wales. Influence AI tries to fill in the gap of understanding and incorporating an explosion of data into clinical practice. It is a generative AI solution powered by local GPT that allows clinicians to query a model trained on trusted, reputable, open government data. By ethically curating the data they ingest onto the large language model, they strive to mitigate bias and influence and aim for inclusive and neutrality. Congratulations, team G2. Thank you, Matt, for sponsoring this challenges this year. It was great to see the power of generative AI. Next up, we have the challenge from Quantium. For this, I would like to invite Catherine Marks, Executive Manager, Health and Government, to present these awards. So please welcome Catherine. So this award is finding potential donors to support families in Need challenge. The challenge looks to support families that are in need with their partners roundabout Canberra. They ask, how can we identify where families live who might have second-hand baby and children's goods to donate, and estimate the volume of goods that could be donated to families in need through organizations such as Roundabout. The honorable mention for this award is, they're not present here, the two honorable mentions are not present, so I'm going to mention both of them and we'll clap together for them. The first honorable mention is Give and Grow Together from the team Thomas and Friends from Canberra, and the second honorable mention is Giving 2023 by the team Human Learning Machines from Adelaide, SA. Round of applause for them. There's another honorable mention as well. They are also not present. It's the project Small Change by the team Play with Impact from Digital ACT. Congratulations, Small Change. There's a single runner-up for this challenge, and that is Community Needs Navigator by Millennial Snowflakes from Digital Victoria. So please welcome them again. So they developed it is a tool to assist governments and charities to allocate resources to the areas that need it the most. So a little more about what it includes. The tool includes tables and charts highlighting the differences between population segments so that individuals can gain detailed understanding of the characteristics of each group and which segments are ones to focus attention on. Finally, the winner, drum roll for this section. It is Quantium Challenge Second-Hand Goods Roundabout by team Quantium Quants from Sydney, New South Wales. So please welcome Quantium Quants. So they developed a web application for Roundabout employees to use and determine which suburb in the Act is most likely to donate second-hand baby goods. They utilized the ABC Socioeconomic Index data set and Act Education database to include several factors such as number of primary schools in that region, the number of families in that particular suburb, and the number of children those families have contribute to our prosperity score in order to integrate this into a web application they developed. Congratulations, team Quantium Quants. So the next award is for the Using Machine Learning and Generative AI to Improve Health Outcomes challenge. So this particular challenge looks at generative AI within the health domain. Recent advances in machine learning and generative AI create significant opportunity for policymakers and the public. These methods can generate insights into current drivers of Australian health outcomes and can improve access to information and services. They ask, how can machine learning or generative AI be used to help Australians to live longer, healthier, and happier lives? So we don't have the honorable mention present here today, but the honorable mention is for Archive by the team Picture Perfect from Canberra. So congratulations. The second honorable mention is for the Civic Quest from the team Cronus from Digital Queensland. Congratulations, Civic Quest. The third honorable mention is Quant's Generative AI by the team Quantium Quants from Sydney, New South Wales again. Congratulations, Quantium Quants. So the runner-up is Influence AI, using AI to provide convenient, private, trustworthy access to long COVID by the team G2. Congratulations, Influence AI. Influence AI is targeted at busy clinicians. They believe that there is an opportunity in education for healthcare students. To utilize this platform, Influence AI will show the source data and related data used to generate its answers, thus making it a convenient yet comprehensive medical resource. Congratulations, Team G2. Drum roll for the winner for this section is the project Gloom Grow Together from the team, the Late Comers. So the Late Comers are from Canberra. So the Bloom Grow Together is a generative AI system focusing on addressing loneliness in elderly Australians. It takes an interests of customers and recommends appropriate community events and activities to engage. Congratulations to the team Late Comers. Thank you so much, Catherine, for presenting this section of awards. Let's do a quick health check, which means your intelligence check. What do you call a short mother? Give out the answer there. What do you call a short mother? Perfect. So there you go. Minimum. So the next, we have GovHack sponsored Australian Challenge. For this, let me invite Matt again back onto the stage to present these winners. Best creative use of data in response to ESG challenge, sponsored by GovHack Australia. This challenge asks how can you showcase data in creative manner to respond environment, social and governance challenge. How can we present and visualize data to stimulate conversation and promote change? This challenge aims to get people to move away from just a website or a mobile application and produce something outside of this scope, such as digital games, board games, songs, maker-style projects, 3D prints, laser cuttings, and interactive experiences. The honorable mention is reducing vehicle idling time, a better way towards carbon neutral from Fantastic Pie from Moreton Bay. Congratulations for the fantastic one from the Fantastic Pie. So the next honorable mention is for the project Story Points by the team Data Florist from Digital Queensland. Congratulations to Data Florist team. The third honorable mention is for the project Waste Race by the team Trash Racers from Brisbane, Queensland. Congratulations, Trash Racers. Congratulations, Pat. So the runners-up in this particular award section is Corporation Emissions Rating System by Team Emission Impossible from Canberra Act. So Corporation Emissions Rating System extends beyond data analytics, weaving a narrative of transparency, responsibility, employing an innovative 6-star scale and visual badges. The project transforms abstract emission figures into language accessible to all. Congratulations, Emission Impossible. And the winners for this section, drum roll, the project Blue Line from Longkistus Steminist from Digital TAS. So the Blue Line is a community project aimed at communicating the urgent needs to address climate change and encouraging actionable steps to reduce carbon emissions through a combination of visual intersections into everyday environmental and child-driven call to actions. Congratulations to the Steminist team. Thank you so much, Matt, for presenting the awards. The last of our Australian National Challenge is from Infosys. For this, I would like to invite Prakash Nidhi, Senior Director, Client Relations, APAC, Infosys, to the stage to present these awards. This award focuses on measuring and reducing carbon emissions from physical infrastructure assets. The challenge looks at reducing carbon emissions. The challenge asks team to build a platform to raise awareness of the importance of decarbonization and to provide resources to help people, business, and make changes to their lifestyle and other practices. By enabling a data-driven, collaborative, and user-friendly platform for decarbonization, Australia can accelerate its journey to net zero emissions. The honorable mention, the first one is Every Way We Save by the team EWWE from Melbourne, Victoria. They're not here, but we can cheer for them. The second honorable mention is Gaia by the team Gaia from Moreton Bay, Queensland. The third honorable mention, they're not here, the project My Carbon by the team Carbonora from Digital Victoria. So the runners-up for this section is Project Rapid from the team Drop Beers from Australia, once again from... We heard about this project before. Oops. So the winners of this challenge, drum roll, is corporation emissions rating system from Emission Impossible. Again, a little bit more about this project is the corporations with a low rating will have far more incentive to strive for better emission levels when consumers actually understand what their disclosures mean when the good ratings are being rewarded. This concludes the Australian National Awards. With this, we now move directly onto the International Awards. So I would request Nidhi to continue on to the next awards as well. So the next one is measuring emissions. Where should we start? Standardizing data for tracking, monitoring, and reporting emissions challenge, sponsored by Infosys. This challenge looks at measuring emissions. Climate change is forcing government to regulators to enforce stringent norms for business to reduce emissions and address environmental risks. There is no standard framework for reporting ESG and climate-related risks, leading to non-uniform data. How can this issue be addressed to help organizations better report on their emissions? Honorable mention, they're not here, but we're still going to cheer for them, from the project Decarbo from the Team Decarbo from Melbourne, Victoria. So the next two honorable mentions could not be here as well. It is from the project ES Genius by the team DataWave from Adelaide, SA. The third honorable mention is from the project Every Way We Save by the team EWWE from Melbourne, Victoria. The runners-up for this section is the project Neelam, Climate and Data Reporting from the team Neelam.Earth from Digital New South Wales. Congratulations. Neelam.Earth is a climate data platform for corporate reporting integrating to ERP in large companies while aiding Australian SMEs in the value chain to remain competitive during the green transition. They help simplify the environmental certification across the supplier value chain for reliable reporting and enable profitable green transition. Congratulations, team Neelam.Earth. So the judges from Infosys liked the next two entries so much, so we had a tie for the winners. So the project Can Charge by the team Actually from Burwood, Victoria. Congratulations. And the second winner is Corporate Emissions Rating System, again from Emission Impossible. Corporate Emission Rating Systems, Emission Impossible from Canberra Act as the winner as well. Congratulations, team. Thank you so much, Maud, from Infosys. So before we move on, I'll do a quick intelligence check. What is the opposite of microwave? This is a horrible one, but I still made a note of it. What's the opposite of microwave? Tsunami. This is a bad one. I don't know. I made a note out of it. I think I should follow up with a better one. What do you call an acid with a lot of attitude? What do you call an acid with a lot of attitude? Amino acid. Amino acid. Cool. Moving on is the last set of awards. So I request Matt again to come back onto the stage. So it's a People Choice Award sponsored by GovHack. So this challenge was voted by you, the participants of GovHack, in 3 rounds on Sunday night via Hackerspace and an open invite to vote. The honorable mention is for Corporation Emissions Rating Systems, once again from Emission Impossible. The second honorable mention is for the project WaterWise from Unity Water Reducing Emissions from Sunshine Coast, Queensland. So the winners of the People Choice Awards is Civic Quest from the team Kronos by Digital Queensland. Congratulations. So this app is an adventure game that allows users to earn rewards, discounts for supporting local businesses, discover local attractions and urban adventures that match their interests. It is optimized for mobile and web with both text and voice search capabilities. Next, we have a series of awards that we present to our sponsor for their participation in GovHack and making the best experience for our participants and open data. We would like to award for both our government and corporate sponsors. When you hear your organization, and if you're present here, please come onto the stage to receive your such certification, or else you're going to receive it digitally as well. So the award category is Best Government Participation, Local Council, sponsored by GovHack. The winner goes to City of Moreton Bay, Queensland. Once again, provided ongoing support and communication within the Moreton Bay to promote and encourage participation within the wider community. Throughout the competition weekend, they had multiple mentors available to support competitors both on site and the University of the Sunshine Coast and on Slack channels as well. Thank you so much for City of Moreton Bay, Queensland. The next award is for the Best Government Participation, the State Government Agency, sponsored by us, GovHack Australia. The winners goes to Heritage New South Wales. So Lana and her team from Heritage New South Wales embraced GovHack wholeheartedly. After an initial call, a team meeting was called and the pros and cons of GovHack were discussed with the example of solutions developed from other government departments that were shared. Lana and the team were very proactive in working closely with the GovHack team to maximize their investment, including active attendance over the competition weekend. They were very responsive and proactive during the entire process, and we hope they enjoyed the experience too. Congratulations to Heritage New South Wales. The next award is for the Best Government Participation National Government Agency, and the winner is IP Australia. So IP Australia IP Australia were very keen to re-engage after a few years of break. Alicia and her team were very helpful in identifying other potential data sources and encouraging other departments to release data and also consider sponsoring too. So congratulations, IP Australia, for being the best national government agency. So the next section is the best corporate participation, sponsored by GovHack again. So the winner is Quantium. So congratulations, Quantium. Quantium approached us pretty close to the competition. However, they were able to maximize their value from GovHack through not only sponsoring a challenge, but also were savvy in recognizing the excellent opportunity to encourage their staff to develop their professional skills by competing. GovHack provides a unique opportunity for teams to bring together skills in project design, management, and delivery. So congratulations, Quantium, for winning the best corporate participation. Best corporate participation for long serving. That is none other than Infosys for sticking us together for almost 6 long years. Congratulations, Infosys. So Infosys' focus in 2023 was building the capacity in the sector through training and development opportunities, encouraging participation and providing access to great venue in Melbourne for the competition. Thank you so much, Infosys team. Thank you to all our sponsors for making GovHack 2023 possible. Thank you so much, Mac. Apologies, I forget. Next, we have our final 2 awards of the competition, and these are the Spirit Awards of this year. This year, we are awarding both Spirit of GovHack and a Youth Spirit of GovHack. To select the recipient of this particular award, we asked our volunteers to nominate a participant that displayed the greatest spirit of GovHack. That is the best hacker ethos. This means they helped others, they shared their knowledge, they learned something new or applied their skills creatively or cleverly. The spirit of GovHack, we have an honorable mention for Wilco Grunfeld from Queensland, Brisbane. So Wilco, while working on his project, would often take time at points to engage with other team members, offered support and guidance, and helped in their projects as well. Congratulations, Wilco. So the winner of this award couldn't be here, but he's from Queensland, Moreton Bay, Ash Khan. So congratulations, Ash. Unfortunately, Ash couldn't be here this evening, so I would like to invite Erika Millie from the Moreton Bay venue host up to the stage to accept the award on behalf of Ash Khan. Ash was not only just organizing the food, giving other teammates lifts home, helping other teammates to set up hackerspace, fixing the codes, debugging the issues, assisting with youth competitors to be safely on the campus with us, and generally being a lot more fun and laughs. So congratulations to Ash. Youth Spirit of GovHack. So drum roll for the Youth Spirit of GovHack is Grace Eckersley from Albany, Western Australia. So please welcome Grace. This was Grace's first year of competition, but they took on the values of GovHack, showing cooperation, team spirit, facilitation, supporting diversity, and being a fair player. Congratulations, Grace. Thank you so much, Matt, and congratulations to all the winners. Before we move on to the closing section, we'll do a quick check-in again. What days in a week are the strongest? What days are the strongest? Because the rest are weekdays. Perfect. So weekends are the strongest. That is Saturday and Sunday. How do trees access internet? How do trees access internet? This is not a good one, but they log in. So I got fired from the calendar factory. Can you guess why? No, I got fired from the calendar factory. Tell me why. Yes, I took a day off from the calendar factory, so that's why. Cool. This is a cool one I wrote. Yes. What do you call if 5 ants rented an apartment with 5 other ants? Tenants. Perfect. I think people are becoming smarter and smarter. Last one. What do lawyers wear to the court? What do lawyers wear to the court? Lawsuits. What do you say to your sister when she is crying? Are you having a crisis? Crisis. Oh, let me bring this evening to a formal closure. So, which is from the speech from the chair, that is mine. I'm going to make sure, I know I'm watching the time, I'll make it super quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow enthusiasts of innovation, thank you for joining us tonight on this dazzling red carpet event where we celebrate the brilliance and the creativity that has emerged from GovHack community. As the chair of GovHack, I am honored to stand before you and share a few words on this remarkable occasion. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all the participants, mentors, sponsors, and volunteers who have contributed to the success of GovHack. Your passion for leveraging technology to address real-world challenge is truly inspiring. The project we have witnessed throughout this event showcase the incredible power of collaboration, data, and innovation. This year, we have witnessed projects that span wide range from all different domains like healthcare, education, sustainability, civic engagement, and so on. I also want to recognize the spirit of open data and collaboration that defines GovHack. The willingness to share knowledge, skills, and resource is what makes this community remarkable and unique. As we celebrate the winners tonight, let us remember the real prize lies in the knowledge gained, the connections that were formed, and the positive impact that these projects can have on our communities. Each participant is a champion in their own right, contributing to global movement that seeks to use technology as a force for positive change. A few stats to give out. The number of projects that we received in 2023 is 191. The total number of participants that took part in 2023 is 672. The total number of sponsors that we had is 48. So the most exciting part is the 2024 GovHack competition dates. It is 6th to 8th September weekend. So please make a note of it. Make sure that you start preparing for it. Bring in your friends, families, and start thinking about the projects that you guys want to work on. So that is 6th to 9th September. Apologies. I also want to recognize two main key people for this Red Carpet Awards who helped us out throughout. It is Sanjana and Josh. Can we please give a round of applause for Sanjana and Josh? So let's continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and work together to create a better and more inclusive world through the transformative power of technology. Also want to thank everyone and congratulate all the winners of this evening. And this concludes the formal proceedings of the evening. there is an after party that is taking place at the North Lake Sports Club. It is about just 15 minutes Uber ride from here and located near the accommodation for all the golden ticket winners. We encourage you to do carpooling with multiple people to the venue if you're planning to go there. We will be there for a little while. We pack up and food and beverage services has to finish, so we would encourage you to continue to network at the North Lake Sports Club. In the interest of reducing waste and reusing plastic, can I ask folks to please return their name badges at the registration table as you way out. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it was a lot to get through. I hope you all had fun. See you all next year. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone.